Hi everyone, my name is Brian. Today we are going to talk about formulas and functions in Excel. Before we start off, I'll just go through the basics of Excel and define a formula, what is a formula and a function. Formula is an expression that operates on values in a range of cells that enable you perform calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, like the basics on this Excel sheet that we are going to talk about today. A function is a type of a formula which is predefined, like Sumif, sum, mean, all these from item 5 to 17. Those are functions, and from item 1 to 4, these are what will aid in creating formulas. So some common uses for Excel. Number one, I'll just mention like 10 of them, how Excel is beneficial and in what cases are you likely to use Excel. The first one is data entry and storage. The next one is performing calculations, which is like the core function of Excel. And then there is data analysis and interpretation, just where you have to manipulate data to come out with information that gives insight. That is what the interpretation bit comes in. And then we have reporting and visualizations using inbuilt charts. For example, this section, adding chart, maps, pivot charts, all these things are used for reporting and visualizations in Excel. And then the other big item is accounting and budgeting. A cool thing that I've seen in Microsoft 365 is that when you come and say new, you can have predetermined templates. For example, you want to create a budget, just search for a template online when you're still in Excel budget. When you search, it will give you 1,000+1 templates of budgets. And also, you can choose and work with one item that you really impressed with. So the sixth function use case for Excel is collection and verification of business data, and that will use this function of get data on data. Then you can choose from file, from Excel workbook, from CSV file, from PDF, from folder. You can even import from database. Any data that is seated in any other format can be used in Excel. And then the other seventh function for use case for Excel is calendars and schedules. Another cool trick you can find on calendars is online templates. Just search calendars and it will give you the various templates that are online and up to date. This is only for Excel 365 users. Still searching. So here are the various calendars you can get online for use on Excel. The eighth use case of Excel is for administration and managerial duties, creating invoices, processing payments, calculating profit and loss for a business. Even you can get an online template for an invoice. And Excel has made it very easy to capture business data, and also management and any management functions can all be done on Excel. See example of invoices. And the ninth item is forecasting and also automating repetitive tasks. So we'll just jump right into the basic formulas in Excel. So the first formula is addition. Say In column C1 we have 1 and D1 we have 2. So the formula for addition in Excel, first you have to call out a formula by entering the equal sign, then open parentheses, 1 plus 2, close parentheses. That's addition in Excel. Subtraction is equal to, open parentheses, 2 minus 1, close parentheses. Multiplication is 5 asterisk, then close bracket. See, in multiplication we use the asterisk sign instead of the x. Forgot to add an opening parenthesis. Division 10, so equals to, open parenthesis, 10 divided by 2, close parenthesis, get 5. Now for the sum function, say hypothetically you want to get the total value of all these numbers in these cells. Instead of saying equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is a bit tedious, we'll say equals to sum, then we can choose the range of cells, but as you can see here, it says number 1, 1, comma, number 2. We have the choice of saying C1, comma, C2, but also that will take a lot of time. It is not practical, so we'll highlight the range of values from C1 to E4, close parentheses, then we have our sum. Now we want to find the lowest value in this range of cells from C1 to E4. Say equals to mean, highlight the range of cells, then close parentheses, 1. See, the lowest value in this range of cells is 1. What of the maximum value, the highest value, say equals to max, then choose the range of values, range of cells. Of course, this is going to be 10. At 25, sorry, at 25 is the highest number here. And what if you wanted to count the number of values that are in this range of cells from C1 to E4? Say equals to count, then select A1, C1 to E4, and it will give you the number of numbers in this range of cells. Now, a hypothetical situation in this case, we add text here like Brian, and for the purposes of just a demonstration, we'll extend the range of cells from C1 to F4. See, it has calculated, it has counted the number of the numbers in this range of cells, but it has left out this text. Now, what if you wanted to include this text? You'll use the count A function is equals to count A, then choose the range of cells. See, so the difference between count and count A is count counts the numbers of numbers in a range of cells, and count A counts the number of values. Values, you mean numbers and text and symbols and what have you. The next function is average. Say we have a list of salaries of employees here: 20,000, 50,000, 40,000, 100,000, and just for them to be visible, we are going to put currency, Kenyan shillings. So we want to find the average salary in this list of salaries. Say equals to average, which is a straightforward function. Then highlight the range of cells with a list of with the salaries. So the average salary is 52,500. So the average is the sum of all total values. Values, you mean 20 plus 50, 40 plus 100, divide by 4. That gives you 52,500. Now, the median is the middlemost value in our data set. So for example, between 20, 40, 50 and 100, the middle value is going to be, let's find out. So equals to median, then select the range of cells, then the middlemost value is 45,000. And in this case, how it has arrived at 45,000, it has taken uh, 40 plus 50 divided by 2. But let's say we had another employee who has a salary of 40,000. And let us increase the range of cells. See, the middlemost value is 40,000. So giving the median at 40,000. The next function on Excel we are going to look at today is concatenate. So if you have a data set where you want to combine values in different cells, for example, we have name here Brian, and here Mokuo, and we want to combine these values on column E and F. So is equals to concatenate, then we choose that, that. Now, if statements bring logic to Excel, for example, in this cell we have a smile, then we say equals to if E13 equals to apostrophe smile, then yay, otherwise boo, close bracket. Then if E13 is smile, then yay. What if we say frown, boo? Yeah. So Countif function is a bit interesting. What it does is, if you want to identify for example, the values that are in a cell, a range of cells, for example, C1 to E4, you want to count the number 5, how many times it appears in this range of cells. say it appears three times. So in C3, D3, and E4. That's how Countif works on Excel. So moving on to Vlookup. So the Vlookup function looks up value from one cell, one column, and returns the value of the next column, depending on what kind of data set you have. Then we'll go through. We'll enter data here of our favorite foods. So Brian loves chapatis. And then we have Wesley loves meat, and Daniel loves pizzas. So we want to look up the value what Wesley likes on this column. So we'll say equals to VLOOKUP, then choose Wesley E16, comma, then choose the range of cells where the data set is seated, then return column 2 because it starts counting on the data set. This is the first column, the second column, 2, and then we'll say approximate match or exact match. You want an exact match, then we say false, and then close parenthesis equals to Wesley loves meat, using one column and returns the values in the next columns. I'm going to do a detailed tutorial on VLOOKUPs so that you can play around with it and understand it more. So this is a complex function, and it needs its own tutorial so that you can harness the true value of the VLOOKUP function. So the next function is Sumif. The Sumif function is used in when you have a range of cells data and you want to identify the total value on a certain criteria on that range of cells. So for example, say Brian 10 here, 20 here, Brian, and 30 here, Wesley. Maybe let's add another one, down 23. So say Sumif, select the range of cells. Then the criteria here is Brian. We want to find out the total number of values associated with the name Brian, comma. Then we collect the total, the range of cells where we do the addition of the values, then close bracket. So as you can see, for Brian, the range of cells in this data set, Brian returns a total of 30, 10 to 20. So the next function we're going to look at is the current time. This one is a simple one. Say equals to now. So it will give back the date today and the time. Created this video on 10th of June 2023 at 10:24 p.m. So I think that's it, guys. Like and subscribe this video if it has been helpful, and also can post any questions and comments on the comment section. And thank you for watching. Bye.